Yeah, I don't know what's going on next door. There's a bunch of... It's like the fucking window's wide open. I'm not a peeping Tom. But, like, as I'm pulling in, I'm seeing, like, 19 people walking around. There's no fucking furniture. No pictures on the wall. They're just, like, walking around with backpacks, texting. Like, what the fuck is going on next door? That place was abandoned for 4 years. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, someone bought it, obviously. And, it looks like they're building an apartment downstairs. So they have, like, construction in and out of there. Which is whatever. If they're going to rent it out, that's good for them.
I cut their fucking front lawn today because I know they're never going to fucking do it. So I'm probably their token boy now. They're going to be wanting their fucking gutters cleaned or something fucking by September.
They need their gutter put back together so it doesn't fucking rot out their foundation. It's like falling apart, eh? Like you see it's like completely disassembled. I went over there and tried to fix it one day and it just fucking wouldn't go in. So
I know. I did it.
I left it.
The Russians were over there today too, kind of laughing at it. So,
fucking Russians.
Welcome to the Shedcast. I am your party host for this evening, Korey, and this is producer Chris. And this week we have no itineraries. We're just going to go off the fucking cuff. And I'd like to say in the KW area, which is Kitchener-Waterloo for you Americans.
Yeah.
Not going to talk about Cambridge.
Yeah, I mean, and Cambridge is there too, but not Cambridge, Massachusetts. Cambridge, Ontario.
So there's a Kitchener, BC, and there's a Kitchener, Alaska, I believe, too. And Waterloo, I think there's lots of Waterloos. But anyways,
there is a lot.
Kitchener-Waterloo, I have a question. Why do you not use your signal? Is it that fucking hard to just go like this? And it's always these dickless fucks in their big fucking trucks they don't really need. Well, look at me. I don't know how to fuck. Is it that their hands are glued because they don't know how to fucking drive their trucks? They can't hit the signal? Like, what the fuck is wrong?
I mean...
It's so easy to signal. Just do this.
Yeah, there's that. And then there's the people, that are scared driving and they fucking hammer on their brakes while they're in front of someone before they signal to, turn into somewhere.
I like it on Highway 8 here, where they don't signal. They're in front of you for, 10 seconds, and then they signal. Yeah. It's a Kitchener-Waterloo thing. I've never seen this. I've drove in several United States. I have drove in Quebec. I've drove all over Ontario. I have never seen it. It's like, I guess I got my license here because I got my license late. They taught me to signal, so I don't know what the fuck it is. I think it's a balls thing. Look at me. I don't have to signal. Ha, ha, ha. What the fuck? Fuck you, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean, it's courtesy, right? Fucking let people know where you're going. And don't fucking hammer on your brakes before you signal either. What the fuck is that? He's just stopping out of fucking nowhere. Oh, no, they're turning in. That's one of the most annoying things here. They don't know how to keep pace. The guys that don't signal, that are fucking driving those big trucks, at least they drive fast enough that they're fucking usually out of the way. But the people that fucking hammer on their brakes is you're just holding up everybody, and you didn't let anyone know where the fuck you're going.
No, you're just causing an accident.
Yeah.
And this area here is we live in the suburbs. Kinsey and fucking River, there was an accident tonight. There's an accident there every week. Sometimes the fucking helicopters show up to fucking pick people up. I'm not making fun of the people that got hurt. How the fuck do you get in an accident over there? What the fuck?
I don't know, man.
You know what it is? They're texting and driving. I think they should make a jammer for people. You can't text while you're driving. Some sort of an app or some fucking thing. So it's the Shedcast. I don't know what the fuck we're doing it in here for a couple weeks for. Is it the Garage Cast? No, it's a fucking Shedcast. You could blame the shit that we're in here on Chris. Thanks, Chris.
They just gotta learn to put down their fucking phone.
Fucking idiots.
They're too addicted to this shit.
Nothing's that fucking important that you have to text when you're driving.
Fucking stop at a stop sign and fucking text, and then put it down and fucking drive. When you're driving, drive. Don't fucking look at your phone.
We went 1 billion years without texting. And now people are saying, I have to text. No, you don't.
Yeah.
Nothing's that fucking important.
Right.
Nothing is that important that you have to text when you're driving. I mean, even texting is not new. Remember watching Sally Jesse Raphael or something 20 years ago. Guy just got out of jail. He was on a bunch of probation because he just killed 2 people for texting and driving. And you know what he said? I'm going to keep texting and driving because I'm addicted to it. like 20 years ago. So this isn't anything fucking new.
And you know, it was hard to fucking do it 20 years ago. You had to like push the button 3 fucking times to get a letter and shit.
Well, I had a BlackBerry for a while, and that wasn't even that many years ago, like 13 years ago.
Yeah, I had BlackBerry.
10.
I had BlackBerries.
I remember being on a bus going to Toronto, watching fucking, because I had some data, watching YouTube on a screen that big.
Yeah. Oh yeah, tiny little fucking screen, like literally, like yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
I haven't seen a BlackBerry in a while. They're still a thing, I guess, because they're still behind us over here somewhere. So.
Yeah. So they make like touchscreen phones and shit now. But yeah, I haven't seen one in a while either. The last one, like before, because I was like on BlackBerry up because of BBM, up until the point where they like stole BBM so you could download it on Samsungs, and then it just went fucking useless. Like no one used it anymore after that. And then I moved to Samsung because I don't like iPhones.
I'm a Pixel person. I like Pixel. They keep fucking sending me goddamn texts about getting the next Pixel. I'm good. Because I went from Pixel 4 to Pixel 6. It's the same thing.
Right.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Here's what Fido did to me, though. They sent me an email. We want to upgrade you to the Pixel 6 when I had Pixel 4.
Right.
And I didn't do anything. 2 days later, Pixel 4 just fucking stopped working.
Yep.
I don't believe in conspiracy theories, but come on. That's
Well,
a little too fucking...
I mean, look, Apple, look, neither of us have iPhones. I don't fuck with iPhones.
Never had an iPhone.
Specifically because I do media and the transfer of files, and I use a Windows computer, and like, say what you want about it, like I just like being able to edit the programs and stuff a little bit differently than how you can do it on a Mac. And like upgrade equipment and shit a little more easily, not having to get like Apple specific parts for everything. And like if you take an iPhone video and try to upload it and put it onto your computer, on a Windows computer, and then put it into like Adobe Premiere, it doesn't fucking read it. It doesn't read it. And that like just turned me off from ever using an iPhone. I'm like, no. It's like a different file format that just my computer doesn't like. And I have QuickTime, which is an Apple program that's supposed to read all the Apple codecs. Like every type of video that Apple produces, it's supposed to read it. Because I exported an Apple codec, right? An Apple 442 high-res stuff for like video production, right? Obviously.
I had Apple TV for a bit, and you know what? It was really expensive.
Yeah.
I got a Roku for like $25.
Right.
It's the same fucking thing with extra shit. Like, what the fuck, you Apple?
Right.
Anyone, you know, if you like Apple, that's cool, but like,
they're a fucking great company because they make a lot of money. They don't make great products. Here's the thing. They're a cash flow giant. They've created a fucking cash flow giant out of that. Because of the marketing, because of everything behind it, it's great to invest it. If you're gonna fucking buy an iPhone, don't buy the iPhone, buy the stock. Buy stock in Apple for as much as you would pay for an iPhone. You're gonna make the money because they're a cash flow giant. Fuck buying the iPhone. There's enough people buying them already.
Yeah, I'm gonna in the next couple of months, you know, I gotta make okay money again. I'm gonna look into some stocks.
Yeah.
Tim Hortons is one.
Yeah.
Apple's another. And possibly WWE, because Endeavor just bought them, and they're going up. So that's the 3 that I'm going to look into.
Right.
So, because I think, you know, I'm getting older, I got to start thinking about stuff like that, like stocks. But you always got to think, what's not going to tank?
Right.
Right? I don't think Tim Hortons is ever going to fucking tank.
There's
one.
There's always risk. In the stock market, there's always risk. But it's just mitigating that risk and, like, understanding what's going to go up for over this period of time, you know? Just watch the markets.
Yeah.
Watch what the fuck is his name? Guy who invests, biggest fucking investor.
Bad Bunny. Paul Logan? I don't fucking know.
Paul Logan. Logan Paul. No. No, Paul Logan.
I know nothing about the new fucking...
No, it's not even... It's an old guy. It's a fucking old guy. Oh, fuck. If I said his name, you'd fucking recognize
Wayne
his
Gretzky?
name. No, not that guy.
By the way, rest in
Warren
peace...
Buffett.
Warren Buffett. Rest in peace, Gordon Lightfoot. I'm a very open-minded to music. I'm a metal and punk guy, but I always listen to Gordon Lightfoot. Ask Chris.
Yeah.
I was very sad when he died. He's from Aurelia. My family's from Aurelia, so
he
rest
knew
in
your
peace.
dad, right?
My grandfather.
Oh, your grandfather.
Yeah. So, yeah. And Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald is one of the greatest songs ever wrote. So we'll just leave it at that. With that, we don't try to be sad here. So, anyways, So drink up to Gordon Lightfoot. I actually was going to go see him in October at Center in the Square, but he can't play.
Coming back from some mill in Wisconsin, as the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a growing good captain, well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland.
It's a liquid hydrolyte. Now this shit's always hit or miss hydrolyte. Sometimes I'll take it, feel like $1,000,000. Next day I just feel like death. My last day in Vegas, the death day, I actually took hydrolyte.
Yeah.
And I still felt like shit. So I don't know. I'm gonna try this tonight. It was only like $8. So if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Well,
so
I mean, how much did you fucking drink in Vegas for it not to work, though?
Oh, and I didn't eat that day, too.
That's the fucking thing, because you had nothing to absorb. If you're gonna fast, you can't be drinking.
No, and we were at an Irish bar.
Oh,
and they
fuck.
played
That was that night.
And then, and then they played a Pogue song.
That ain't fucking doing shit for you after fucking Jameson and fucking everything else going around.
Yeah, it's not gonna...
Yeah, no.
And by the way, I don't know if you can see this, but we're brought to you tonight by Red Lobster, the only place in Kitchener-Waterloo to buy lobster. That's it. That's the only place. There's no other places.
Yeah.
I think that one time there was some place where some angry 60-year-old man that wants to fuck young girls was trying to start a nightclub that wanted to sell lobster, but I think they're long gone. We've already discussed that, so we'll move on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird play, but whatever.
So,
to each their own.
Every week, as I said, this week there's no itinerary, but every week from now on I'm going to recommend an album. It's not a review because I don't believe in reviews. But here's a CD here, crack and all, even though it's from this year. This is
it's the new one and it's cracked.
Yeah, it says "Dying of Everything" by Obituary, and I believe maybe on another podcast I talked about this, but I don't think I went in depth. If you like older, not older Obituary, but stuff from 20 years ago, it's kind of it's that, but a bit faster. It's fucking awesome, totally catchy. Fucking people who don't even like death metal, I know or love Obituary, so check it out. Does Sunny like Obituary?
Yeah, Satan is here.
So, welcome back to the Shedcast. We have Sunny here. So tell us about your what bands and musical what have you been in?
Yeah, what do you like?
Usually I'm rocking a band
we were talking about you earlier and what you like.
Fuck, what don't I like?
What's your favorite metal bands?
Well, let's say I started with Black Sabbath, Pantera, Metallica, all that good shit, Slayer, and then moved into real heavy shit like Cannibal Corpse, what else? Dimmu Borgir,
they're more like
Lamb
black
of God.
metal, no?
Yeah. But see, I don't have just one taste. I know there's black metal, there's death metal, there's hardcore. You know what I mean? I'm sure I can name a few bands from each genre that I wouldn't mind listening to at all. But who else? I was Deicide. Deicide's one of my favorite, currently, and I don't know. I've just there's a lot of new.
Once Upon the Cross is fucking awesome.
Yeah, Once Upon the Cross. That's a good album.
That's what I've been listening to.
I've got some Deicide shirts. I've got some. What's the other one? Despised Icon. Apparently they've been playing in, I don't know where, but they've been playing around in the States, I'm guessing, but we're not far off from the border, so I wouldn't doubt it if they would make it here or whatever, but...
so tell us what musically... This is the thing is, I like when people are into, they play a certain music, but they like different types of music. What have you done musically?
What have I done musically?
Yeah, musically.
Mostly fucking, surprisingly... hip-hop.
Yeah. We were in a rap group together for fucking a few years.
You obviously know about that.
Run this shit sort of like a cartel with more male lyrical assassins on your tail. It's a hard kill.
But it's just funny because when people ask about that kind of shit, I have to go the rap route and say hip-hop and shit, but my background doesn't really check out there. So it's funny how that came about, but I mean, I like the heavier shit too. I've done metal, hip hop, vocals. I've done all kinds of different vocals, but mainly just rapping, whatever it is.
Yeah.
When it comes to vocals, I'm game for it.
So
I'm definitely more of a vocalist and like a percussionist, a drummer, that kind of shit.
Yeah, you like doing
Never
the little
played guitar.
tom drum and shit with playing with your fucking hands. You're
Exactly,
fucking
yeah.
wicked with that shit, like the bongos and the tom drum.
I
and
advocate
shit.
for that kind of shit.
Yeah.
what do you think of Necro?
Necro.
Totally fucking random, but it was in my head. What do you think of Necro?
It's funny talking about metal and talking about hip hop. Like
Necro's scrimping out. That's all I have to say.
Where did I see? Were you at that show where we saw Necro? Was it the Opera House?
No.
It might have been the Opera House.
No, because I was still in jail at that time. I was still in the pen then.
It was in Toronto. It was like a pit. You know what I mean? There was like a mosh pit at the show. There was like girls on stage, completely fucking naked.
Yeah.
He reached a kind of a pivotal moment, a peak there, and he had some pretty big fucking shows. And I think maybe
That's when Clee was touring.
a lot of that
too.
shit, you know, it did trickle forward, but maybe it went to his head a little bit too. I don't know. I mean, and I was quite a fan. My best friend got me into Necro at the time.
Right.
And he's the same one who got me into Pantera back when we were fucking kids, right? He like showed me his brother's albums, and from there I was just fucking completely hooked. Like we had to have been like 8 to 10 years old or something like that, you know?
Yeah, no. The whole, like, I Need Drugs fucking song, that was actually an okay song. And Uncle Howie, man, shout out to Uncle Howie, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Uncle
you
Howie.
know?
Now that you told me my pants are in the flood, I feel, I gotta stand.
My life is, I'm dependent. I can't help it. I started at a young age. I'm too dependent on it, you know? Drugs and music get me where I want to go now. But I gotta make the money for it.
I like Ill Bill. I don't really listen to them no more, but, like, Ill Bill's good. Ill Bill's alright.
They're doing shit for their fan base still, which is I can't hate on that. You know what I mean?
I don't hate on it. I just grew out of it, right? Like I started listening to more dance hall and
When we go kill them one by one, rifle we fire that.
fucking newer hip hop and shit and just
music is like that.
Yeah, music's very transformative. It changes over time, right?
I still listen to Slain.
Yeah, Slane's cool.
I still listen to Slane.
Yes, 99 times for 69. Love how rhyme with the shifty mind.
Slane's cool. I don't really put him on, but I fuck with him. I fuck with him more as an actor now than as a musician. Like, I like his music, but I'm not, like, gonna put it on. But as an actor, like, I'll watch The Fucking Town. I'll watch Gone Baby Gone. All those movies are sick.
My playlist is just filled with Slane and Ill Bill and stuff like that. I'll just hit
one
like.
time mine was too.
Just hit like, you know what I mean? Hit the like and it goes into your playlist. Simple as that. So
right.
They stick around.
Yeah. The odd time I'll come home and Corey's like watching Heavy Metal Kings. Like fucking Vinny and
Heavy Metal
Bill.
Kings. I forgot about that. That's...
Like the song, not the album, but the song.
I actually picked the album up at Value Village of all things.
I got into that. I got into that when it came out for sure. We actually opened up for Heavy Metal Kings.
We did. We did do a show with Heavy Metal Kings.
in Toronto.
On the dock, it can't crystallite pacing, guts hanging off the end of my machete like Jason.
Where was that? What's closed? Rock Pile?
Yeah, the Rock Pile.
That was the Rock Pile.
Yeah.
That was actually a dope show.
They played 2 shows in 2 days. They played them back to back. And then we did the second one.
We might have even just went to the first one or something.
I didn't go.
Just as fans. For
Maybe
the first
you
one.
and Drew went, but I didn't go.
Got some footage.
We definitely have some footage from us performing then.
Yeah, it's on YouTube actually. You can check out a lot of that footage on YouTube. Heavy Metal Kings and Marmel Entertainment, some shit like that.
They call me a behemoth, but I'm not a metal band. That's right, I like that enthusiasm. Let's keep it up. It's my DJ S1. This is Marmel Entertainment. I go by the name of Sunny Diesel.
Yeah,
And,
I'll leave a link in the corner.
Here you go.
In case you want to see it.
I still, when I'm drunk, throw on that one video you guys are in.
Yeah. Nice.
I remember throwing Liam that one time.
Yeah. Yeah, Liam loves my old shit. He's fucking...
Time flies.
Yeah, that was more than 10 years ago.
It was like 12 years ago now.
Yep.
Holy shit.
It was 2012.
Because that's when I did some... I did
the
some,
Apocalypse.
I did some lines at your buddy's house there on Queen Street in Cambridge.
2013.
That was 2011 when I did.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. 2011, yes.
Yeah.
Because I was, like, just out on parole then. I got out.
He had a pretty cool recording studio there on, I guess it was Queen?
It was off of...
Eagle. Sorry, Eagle.
It was
past, the other side of in Cambridge there.
Yeah, Drew's place.
that was pretty fun when we were all together. Those times, you know, we had a big clique.
Yeah.
10 guys deeper, and then everybody's
definitely.
friends, you know, so.
Definitely. Yeah, it was interesting. There wasn't enough quality control with the music, you know, and there wasn't really good engineers at that time either.
Yeah, we scraped a bit.
Yeah. I remember, like, pushing the album on people that I wouldn't even listen to because the fucking mixing was bad. Like, you gotta buy this. Just buy it. $5.
Buy my album.
Buy the album.
You want to buy my album.
So the metal show-wise, what's your favorite show you've ever been to?
Oh, shit. My favorite show? I mean, it has to be my first show I've ever been to. So my very first concert, me and my buddy, Chris, ironically his name wasn't this Chris, but another Chris I grew up with. Like, he's the one who got me into Pantera and all that.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, his dad decided to drive us 3 hours to the border and then 3 hours past the border to Grand Rapids, Michigan. And it was Morbid Angel, Kitty, Nothing Face, and Pantera headline.
That's crazy.
And that was my very first concert. I was like 18 years old. And it has to be my absolute favorite. It was like a dream.
No,
it was like when you're watching Pantera 3 or a Pantera video in the VCR. It was literally like
So you've seen the original Pantera. Well, not the original Pantera, but you've seen Pantera with Phil. The original Pantera isn't with Phil. So that's the glam band.
Oh, for real? So who was before Phil?
So the original Pantera it's Vinny. It's like those guys.
Yes, Vinny.
But Phil's not the original singer.
Oh.
They were a glam band before that.
I knew that, but I thought it was Phil that
he
was
wasn't
part of that.
Originally, but like the original singer was another guy.
I might have heard
But
something.
you saw the good Pantera.
Of course. yes.
I saw the good Pantera 5 times. So.
Oh, nice! Exactly. Well, I think that was my first and only time, to be honest. But
that's amazing. Yeah,
and that's
Pantera and Morbid Angel playing together.
Yeah,
and I believe that tour.
I was a huge Nothing Face fan. Sorry, at the time too.
And that tour, I believe Phil sang with Morbid Angel one song too. Because I saw that on YouTube like 18 years ago or whatever.
You know what? I think you're
Day of
bringing back some
Suffering.
memories for me.
Day of
there,
Suffering.
Too.
He sang that.
It was a wild show, man. I was all over the place. I was in the pit. I like jumped across a barrier, and I was in the crowd for a bit because like I was watching all the girls on the shoulders. All these girls just flashing their titties, and like I was like 18, so I'm just like, I can't believe this. This is like a real Pantera video. Like
this is like actually like a video.
People were throwing boots. I saw somebody throw a boot and like it hit some girl in the back of the head. She turns around and just socks the guy right behind her. I was just like, oh shit. I'm pretty sure I took off out of there after that. I was like, I don't want to be around that guy.
What's your favorite metal show?
I think it was also with Kitty. It was the Kitty and Fear Factory one.
Yeah.
Not the one that we went to see with Kitty and Disturbed, but I went again
Fear
about
Factory
maybe
awesome.
8 months later, and it was Kitty, Fear Factory, and then some other band that opened for them. And it was at the warehouse, like bottom of the government there on the other side. And that was fucking a really, really crazy show. I don't fucking remember half of it.
I did see Mudvayne and Guelph, but Fear Factory would have been amazing. I can't remember if I saw Fear Factory, but same kind of thing with the bass coming from Fear Factory at a Fear Factory show. Same
they
with
were
Slayer
really industrial. They had some like
the bass just like
bass synths and shit that comes in.
So my Fear Factory shows was in '95 in Milwaukee. They played the Milwaukee Metal Fest because they were touring with Cornball bands, and then I seen them even before that. Obituary opened with them at the Opera House.
Really?
And then I seen them with
Obituaries,
and then I'm gonna get up to a couple. Actually, my favorite show in a second here.
I failed to mention them.
And then I saw Fear Factory with System of a Down opening for them, which is fucking crazy. And my favorite metal show of all time, it's not even a death metal show, was Rob Zombie, Fear Factory, and Monster Magnet at Centennial Hall in Mississauga.
I forgot about Monster Magnet.
That was completely fucking crazy. There was 11,000 people there.
Rob Zombie show was nuts.
Fuck. And like it was there with Nick.
Fucking
I was there with Nick and Dennis, who are both bigger than me, and we're at the front of the pit. And we just pushed 11,000 people just down like this. Because we were getting squashed, like, fuck this, we'll turn around just this. But yeah, the Monster Magnets, I don't know, they were whatever. Fear Factory, when they played Martyr, was fucking, you could fucking feel the floor pounding.
Yes.
When Rob Zombie started, holy shit, man. Like, I even got to see White Zombie a few times, but Rob Zombie live, they played in Kitchener once, Rob Zombie, too.
Really?
Yeah.
I bet he does a good show.
Oh, his show's amazing.
He was like an art student, like filmmaker, everything, right? So like just the
same
whole
as Guar.
right. So like their theatrics are just so much next level that it's gonna be fucking crazy. You know it's gonna be crazy.
And he's good when his show's stripped down too.
Yeah.
Like, he has this big theatrical thing, but sometimes he strips down. He doesn't even wear makeup or anything. He's just got like a backdrop. It's fucking cool then too.
Right.
So.
Yeah, man, definitely.
And we can talk about our favorite hip hop shows too, because I haven't seen many. I actually saw Ice-T in Montreal in 2010, and you know what? I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks here. I was the blackest person there.
Ice-T.
There was no. It was all Caucasians there. It was. I saw that Pufuni Electric. We were downstairs. I didn't even know he was playing. Well, I did know, but it was like we're not going. We're sitting downstairs, and like after like I guess there's like 6 songs left, and somebody says you can go see Ice-T for free now. They're not charging no more. So we went up. Yeah, there was no black people there.
Yeah, Ice-T's in that band. They got that song.
It was Body Count. But it wasn't Body Count. I've seen Body Count several times. Okay. This was just Ice-T.
Yes.
It was awesome, and I saw House of Pain with Rage Against the Machine back in the day too.
That would have been a fucking wicked show.
Yes, but that was years ago. But yeah, I think Ice-T by himself was probably my favorite hip hop show.
Get shot.
Yeah, and I've never seen ICP. Unfortunately, they canceled every time I fucking bought tickets. So yeah. So what's your favorite hip hop show?
Fuck, what hip hop show did I go to that I didn't perform at is the question. I don't think I've been to, I've been to a few that I didn't perform at.
You weren't going to them before that, eh?
No, I didn't really do the hip hop scene before. Like I listened to hip hop, but I wasn't like at the shows and shit. Right? So fuck.
Man, I've been to a few. I saw Del the Funky Homo Sapien a few times. I mean,
oh yeah,
he's a legend, right?
Right.
Back. I mean, he was my favorite.
From the 70s.
He was my favorite as as a teenager in high school. I'm pretty sure he opened up my eyes to a whole world of hip hop when I wasn't really digging hip hop. Everybody was like,
I remember you went through like a phase that you just you were fucking with Del hard, and you were
of course, I was it. My whole life was Del. Deltron 3030, Dan the Automator, Kid Koala, all those Ninja Tune motherfuckers. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's kind of my roots. But I mean, when it comes to shows, I've seen Tech Nine.
What?
Heavy Metal Kings and Vinnie Paz was one of my favorites.
Tech Nine just played in Waterloo, eh?
Who?
Tech Nine just played in Waterloo.
Oh yeah,
Drew and then played with them.
He did. Yeah.
They opened for them.
I did perform with him.
We've opened for Tech Nine before a couple times.
But even still, the ones that I actually just got to see him do were kind of, I like those better than the shows, because when I was performing, I was backstage doing who knows what.
Yeah, I mean, I seen him perform. The one we did, I seen him and Chris Calico. They were performing together. They did their little duo set. That was kind of cool. That was kind of he was on his label, right? He was on Tech Nine's label.
Yeah, I like Chris Calico a lot. No matter what, if he's on his own even, and with Tech Nine even better.
I think the best, my favorite show that I wasn't performing at, it has to be. It was actually in Waterloo at Cameo when it was a thing. Now it's like fucking a dry cleaners or something. But it's a fucking whatever. Yeah, good old Kitchener. But it was D Block. It was Chic. It was without Jada. It was Chic and Styles P. And I was drinking just whiskey on ice the whole fucking night, and smoking blunts right in the place.
Hope your next morning was okay.
Yeah. I was fine.
Right. So here's another question. We've all been in bands. In your head, who's the biggest musical artist or band you've ever played with? We'll start with Sunny.
Sorry, I didn't catch the question.
Hey,
what's in your head, band you've ever
who's the biggest band or musical artist you've ever played with?
Oh, in my head.
Shared a stage with.
In my head, I guess. I guess it would have at its peak. I mean, it would have to be Tech Nine. 100%.
Yeah, everybody knows who Tech Nine is.
Yeah.
So
we both did that show. So that's, But and we both did a lot of the same shows, so it's hard for me to come up with a different answer.
Yeah, we also did Apathy and Self-Titled, which are insanely huge in the underground hip hop world.
That was a big show for the place it was.
Yeah, and like it wasn't even. It's not like there was a lot of people there, but the people that were there, like it was packed. It was packed house.
There was fights breaking out.
There was fights with just the most underground, grimy hip hop heads ever. It was in this fucking shady club, and Appen said we performed, and they literally fucking heckled us through our performance. They're like, App and Self. And we're sitting here trying to perform, and all of a sudden we got guys behind us like, yo, fucking trying to fight the crowd, and we're like, yo, this is fucking
hit a guy with a microphone in the fucking, it's on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. If I can find it, I'll put a link for that, too.
Fucking Clee McGore coming in like a fucking rhino. Boom! Jesus.
And you know what the whole thing was? It was because Stretch was getting on stage, and Stretch is 6'10". Yeah. He's a big fucking guy. And he spilt his drink on some girl by accident. Said sorry, apologized, everything. He was cordial. He's a cordial motherfucker. He's not disrespectful.
Voice the girl.
And then the guy's like, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. Starts cussing him out. And it's like, really, buddy? And Stretch is trying to tell him to fuck off. All of a sudden, all you hear is boom, boom through the sound system. Clee's hitting the guy in the head with a microphone. Awesome.
Thank you for reminding me of that.
Yeah. Well, I was doing merch in the back for fucking Apathy and Self-Titled with 19 staples in my arm after I almost died.
Might have been peeking around the corner like, oh shit, what's going on?
I was standing up like this all the way from the back of fucking, where was that? I was at, it was on Queen Street. What's that called? Nocturne. Nocturne. Yeah. The sound system was shit. But it was one straight line, and I was standing on a fucking on a little podium at the back with the fucking merch table, and I stood up and I could see it fucking happening, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Alright, that's what's going on.
That one went up a notch.
Yeah, I was like, I hope that's the guy that was heckling us. He's just getting what he got now. Fuck. But no, I was gonna say, the biggest artist, the top pinnacle, and he's not a big artist anymore, the fucking Mad Child, because Swollen Members was so big.
Yes.
At one point they were huge. At one point in the early 2000s, but after a certain point, Mad Child just he got his troll voice happening with the and I can't fucking stand him. I did 5 shows with him, and I never watched his set until the girl that I was fucking with at that time wanted to see it, and I fucking sat through it, and I was like, this is
credibility is huge in the world of hip hop, right?
Yeah.
And credibility and I guess uniqueness or whatever, but like you said, I can't say enough about Mad Child. Swole Members back in the day, it's all of a sudden they just exploded. It's they're putting on for Canada.
Yeah.
You know?
They were representing Vancouver. I listened to them back in the day, and they did songs with Nelly Furtado that got really big. They did some songs, and we did the Swollen Member show. That was actually the last show that I performed with you guys. So I was like, I'm fucking out after that shit.
The whole Battle Axe Warriors debacle?
Oh yeah, I seen it coming, because Ad-Lib was doing this shit and pushing this whole fucking thing with this fake biker culture shit. And I like Ad-Lib. Ad-Lib's cool. But the whole Battle Axe Warrior shit, it just got out of hand. Everyone was wearing patches and battle vests and shit, and fucking, I'm like, you're not bikers. You're not fucking bikers. Chill the fuck out. Chill the fuck out.
So my answer to that is pretty quick. For Fest, I played with the Misfits once.
Nice.
And then locally, Cannibal Corpse. That's the 2 biggest bands I played with.
Damn.
Yeah, but you also played Milwaukee Metal Fest that had fucking 100 bands, including Burn the Priest. That fucking.
Oh yeah, sorry. I played with Lamb of God. Once.
Yeah,
but they weren't even called Lamb of God.
They were called Burn the Priest.
The funny thing is we played at a certain time. They played before us. That's the fucking funny.
That's still some.
Even Kitty played before.
Burn the Priest.
Kitty played that fest too. Who else played that fest? There was a lot of fucking.
The Misfits, The Gathering, DRI. There was a lot of bands.
Right. DRI was at the same time as you, no?
Did you ever see Sounds of the Underground tour?
I know the exact tour that you're talking about. But
wasn't there like 50 to 100 bands playing in like 2 days? Or
it was
something,
like Guar and Opeth and a bunch of other stuff.
It was like a huge flyer. I remember having a flyer.
The one year, actually, we're talking about Necro. Necro was on that tour. He got kicked off after 2 shows.
Off Sounds of the Underground.
Yeah.
Wow.
He just wasn't getting over.
I saw 2 shows in Vancouver, and it was insane. It was insane. I almost forgot. Like, you know, it's hard to say. Just obviously, my one favorite show will be mine because it's my first one. It's like Pantera and stuff. But I've seen the Lamb of God shows I saw. I'm pretty sure I saw Burn the Priest as well, and those some of those can't be topped. Those won't be topped. They're very intimate. I was getting whipped in the face with.
It was very intimate. I was getting whipped in the face
with their hair,
Sounds intimate.
With their fucking hair, with the guitarist. You know.
Yeah, that's fucking close up.
And then it was after they blew up. It was never the same.
Right.
It was never
no,
like that.
Of course not. Of course not. When the label got a hold of them and they were like, "You can't call your band Burn the Priest. What are you gonna do?" Lamb of God. All right, that's marketable. There you go. And then they got fucking huge.
Yes.
So
I don't know why I was attracted to Obituary. I forgot to mention Obituary. Like
you forgot to mention Sepultura too. I mentioned
Sepultura,
them for you way before.
Yeah, but I mean, and like I remember taking some Obituary lyrics, and I was in class, and like before high school, you know, in elementary, and I was writing Obituary lyrics on paper, and I would bring them to school, and the teacher actually took it, and she was like,
"What the fuck is this?
What the fuck is this? Like, I cut your throat wide, opening a hole in your neck. Your blood sprays my skin warm and wet. You know what I mean? Shit like that." And I'm just laughing about it, and she's like saying something about telling my parents. I'm like, my parents know I listen to this shit, and like she knew I wasn't actually a serial killer, right? So she's just like, I got lucky.
It's not your own poetry.
That was way back in the day.
This is song lyrics.
Yeah.
This is not my doing.
That was a different day. That's how you know that was a way different day, because she just kind of scoffed at me. You know? And like anyone else would have been completely fucking horrified.
Right now if some kid did that, they'd have a SWAT team in the school.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to say too, I also saw not Trivium. No, sorry, not Trivium. Trivium's a great band. I saw In Flames.
In Flames is awesome.
I saw In Flames, yeah, and I suffered a concussion at that show.
Who else?
It got rough.
Well, I've seen In Flames a few times. I actually played with them once, but In Flames played with Megadeth, Job for a Cowboy, and High on Fire in London. That was the last time I'd seen In Flames.
Yeah, I used to travel around, and like anyone, I would just hitch a ride with some random person to like metal shows in Guelph or wherever it may be.
Guelph used to have some good shows. That place on Wyndham, Cowboys. I'd seen Trivium there. Saw Whitechapel there, Cradle of Filth, a whole bunch of bands there. Cowboys, I think it's called, on Wyndham on Guelph. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was like I remember there was this one. It was just right street level with everything kind of downtown. All the shit was around. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't go to enough concerts when I was younger.
You went. Well, we've already talked.
We went to a few.
You saw
my first one was I was 18.
Yeah, that whole era for me, from like 16, 17 till I was like 24, was just jail.
Yeah, but you saw a bunch of shit before then. You saw a bunch of rotting shows where it was just
Cryptopsy, the fucking show,
Skinless. The Newmarket shows where it was just a shit show. Fucking
a whole bunch of local bands, and you guys fucking just tearing shit up. A couple of them. The one show that fucking everyone went fucking crazy.
That was nuts because nobody's gonna like us. So we go out, we start playing like the Nirvana riff. Everybody's jumping up and down.
Yeah, fucking Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Everyone's jumping up and down, and we like put it right into
a song called Smells Like Jesus.
And then the whole place was beating each other up. It's at a youth center. And like my dad's security.
Jesus, I want to hear that right now.
And my dad's security, and he doesn't know what the fuck's going on, and it was fucked up.
Yeah, wasn't the song about a girl that masturbated with a cross or something and got pregnant? That was the whole fucking. That's the theme of the song.
Smells like Jesus.
Smells like Jesus.
That band had direction.
Well, I mean, Rotting is like a cult classic. It's not like it's a hugely popular band, but at the same time, a lot of hugely popular bands will come on fucking record and say that they like got influenced by Rotting.
All that remains is we're one of their influences.
Oh,
So, which is all it completely like blew me away when the singer said that. So,
Yeah, that's
a compliment.
It's funny how when
Definitely.
you just get into your own music and you stay in your own lane, right? And
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're just part of something.
Yeah. Oh no,
Yeah.
for sure.
me, I'm a death metal kid, but like I was more influenced with punk.
Yeah, you're
I was
on the
more into
hardcore
punk,
side and
so
fucking
yeah.
punk.
Yeah.
I got into like Swedish death metal and stuff, but like what got me into like stuff was like the Dayglow Abortions and the Crumbsuckers and all this New York hardcore.
Yeah, I heard Dayglow Abortions played recently somewhere.
We went and saw them
that was
twice.
you guys.
You were supposed to
I heard
come.
that from you fucking guys.
Yeah. We went and saw them twice
was that?
since fucking
The
last
December
couple
show
years.
was fucking awesome,
Yeah.
man. That was great.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, shit. Yeah,
It was
I
on
was
my
actually
birthday.
kind of like, what the fuck? You guys didn't
It's
tell
on
me.
my birthday. I told you long before. I'm like, we're going to Dayglow Abortions on
Or
my
I
birthday.
tried,
Let me know
yeah.
if you want a ticket.
Something
you never
happened
got
there.
back to
I
me.
tried.
You're probably working at
Not hard
Soleil.
Yeah, working at fucking some sort of slave labor.
Slave labor at Soleil. Fuck.
No, this is good because like that bar, dive bar's like think this room times
didn't
4.
know.
Dive bar.
And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
just
it was at the
packed
dive
with
bar.
people. It was fucking awesome. That's punk rock.
I've
man.
got it
It's
in my
fucking
conversation. I'm pretty sure you sent me a video from that night.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. 100%. 100%.
No internet. Why don't I have internet?
Because you're not close enough to the house and you don't have a phone number. You've been running off of Wi-Fi for 2
Fuck
years.
the phone company.
I don't know.
Fuck
I
the
don't
phone
know why you
companies.
haven't got a pay-as-you-go line yet.
awesome. So, do any of us really follow hockey here?
No.
Okay, so
Not at all.
What's
No.
the date? What's the date? May, April, May.
Oh, should.
It's the 9th.
Okay.
Or 8th. The 8th.
Yeah,
So
what
let's do
happened?
this because this isn't going to come up for a couple weeks. Who's going to win the Stanley Cup?
I don't even know who's involved right
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
Golden Knights are going to win the Stanley Cup.
Who's that? Vegas team?
Yeah, Vegas.
Fine, then the Vegas team's
There
gonna
you
win.
go.
I don't fucking know.
I just want to see what happens in 2 weeks. We actually fucking guess. That's
That'd be hilarious. We should put a bet on that.
They're
Where's-
actually
where's
favored.
Pro
They're
Line
actually
right
should-
now?
they're actually
They
favored.
should be the team with the most
So,
fucking money behind
They're
it.
actually favored to win the Stanley Cup. Here's the thing: they're favored, but you don't bet on them to win the Stanley Cup because you're not going to win money.
Right. No,
Everyone's
that's
saying
the thing.
Carolina right now. If you're going to win,
If you did a blind bet at the beginning of the season, you might win money. Like, you might, because they do that, right? If you do blind bets before the season starts, like during preseason, if you do blind bets on the fucking cup, you can actually make a significant, significant return on it.
yeah.
They do that with the Super Bowl. I used to bet on football a little bit. I stopped following it years ago.
Oh fuck! I don't know anything about football. Fuck. The Rock started XFL again.
Yeah.
I don't gamble.
I mean, I used to play Pro Line because it was like the thing to do back in the day. And then the one time I won on a 5-pick, there you go. Fucking, it's a ring toss game. The one time I won $300 on a $5 ticket. And then I got arrested in the park with fucking crack on me, selling fucking crack. Good old days, you know, when people used to smoke crack. But
I heard she'll suck your cock if you buy her some rocks.
that fucking video I sent you earlier, that's hilarious. But anyway, yeah, no, like I fucking sold some people some crack. They didn't put their shit away. The girl had a warrant. The cops walked up on us smoking a spliff. They wanted to search us all. I had a bunch of change in my pocket. I didn't realize I had 2 20s in there too. They fucking found the fucking they arrested me, and then fucking the money that I just cashed off the ticket proceeds the crime.
Fuck's sakes.
Thank you, Waterloo Regional Police.
So that time that we picked you up in Guelph, what the fuck happened then?
Who, me?
You know what I'm talking about?
In Guelph?
The hospital.
Oh, so right before the self-titled Napathy show, we did a video shoot. If you remember the pool party video shoot,
Aiming the sniper scope, putting rounds through your monocle.
that night, I never seen the hat that I was wearing again, for one. And
Fuck the hat.
yeah, I still have, no, I don't have the jersey anymore. I left it when I left Shantae. But anyways, I digress. No, I was gonna punch out the bouncer. No, I said I was gonna. Not that I was going to. I said I was going to punch out the bouncer.
Yeah.
And then somebody, who will remain nameless, but you know who you are if you're watching this, tried to play Big Brother and was like, calm down. And at that time, my name was Major Charges. I was a different persona. so Charges wasn't going to calm down if you told him to calm down. And I got more pissed off. And instead of punching the person that told me to calm down, I went up the street and punched a fucking window. And that window fought back and stabbed me in my fucking arm, and I almost bled to death. And I had to walk. I fucking closed off the vein, and I walked to, like, pub. There was a pub up the street, like the Fox and Fiddle or whatever the fuck. And I sat there like this, and I pushed into my fucking shit, and I'm like, somebody's gonna have to call me an ambulance. I had a BlackBerry at that time. We talked about BlackBerries earlier.
Like, yo, this guy just slit his own fucking artery.
It was full of blood. Like, I mean, you could turn it on, and the light came on, and it was just blood behind the screen. It looked like a fucking horror movie. Yeah, I almost died. I almost fucking died. But I didn't. And I'm still here, and I'm grateful. So, you know, life goes on.
I'm pretty sure I almost saw it happen.
I almost saw it happen.
I went into the club. I looked out, and I saw you, and then I went into the club. All of a sudden, I hear about all this shit the next day. I'm like, what the fuck? How?
Yeah, no. They had to... So they took me to the hospital in Cambridge, I guess, and they couldn't fucking fix me, so they shipped me off to Guelph. And,
Fix you.
And I had surgery. And they reconnected a vein and an artery.
Yeah, we picked you up the next day. You had blood all over your fucking shirt.
Blood on my shirt, blood on my shorts, blood on fucking everything. Blood on everything.
What the fuck?
It looked like I murdered somebody.
I thought they would
so
give you like
blood.
a shirt or something.
They didn't give me nothing. I was wearing like a marina.
Nobody in the entire fucking universe.
Yeah, we have
that.
free healthcare here, but they don't really. They get that, but if you need a shirt, that's not free. You're leaving with your bloody fucking smock.
Yeah, I mean, it was either that or a fucking hospital gown with the tie in the back, and I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that shit. So just give me the fucking.
By the way, the Americans that are watching, free healthcare is not all.
No,
it's
I'd rather pay my money, because then I know I'm fucking getting worked on properly, because these fuckers just want to pump you full of fucking drugs and fucking send you on your way, because that's the only way they make money off the fucking prescriptions.
Everything's packed full, so like you gotta wait.
Yeah, if you got ass cancer, you're gonna wait 3 years, and it's not even kidding. You're gonna wait 3 years.
If you got any type of cancer, you better go to Honduras and go to Dr. Sebi's village and just get fucking cured that way, because they're not gonna fucking do nothing.
Not like I've had some shit. I had a separated shoulder and it crushed my thumb. It was looked after right away, but that's not really serious. You know what I mean?
It's not life-threatening.
No. But if you got like cancer or something, now you're fucked.
Yeah, basically.
They make money off of treatment.
And that's what I'm trying to say.
It's like,
think of the waiting lists. You know, think of the lists of people that need their certain conditions. So think of those certain conditions, right? And it's like you just said, you go in for this and that. That list, that window, you've got sections in there to get in there, right? So it's like I said, it's just because people assume that it's free doesn't mean that it's immediate.
It's not immediate.
No, and like realistically, it's not free, because we pay our taxes. So we pay more in taxes on these things, and then that gets paid out of that. But when they prescribe something, when they do these little things that they need to do, they're doing it for money. They're not doing it out of the goodness of their heart. They don't study healing, they study medicine.
And our doctors are paid shitty, that's why they go to the States.
Yeah, but then they also have the same mentality of agenda, right? It doesn't matter where you are. The money is the agenda. The push this on this person, do this for that. You're sponsored by this, so push this. You know what I mean? Because it's going to benefit. Like everything's a job. Everyone goes and clocks in and punches in. Right. And like, you know what I mean? You can't underestimate that.
Yep. The almighty dollar, as they say, right?
It's like, I mean, we're all like that. We're all pawns. We're made to be pawns like that. We clock in, clock out. Eventually, you're just sick of your own life. You're sick of taking shit and going in day out. Like
100%.
Doctors are the same way. Policemen are the same way. Everybody's the same way.
Unless you take control of your situation and like start a business, invest in someone's business, do something that actually makes you enough money to live without you slaving away, then you're not going to be fucking happy. So anyone that's working a job, going 9 to 5 or whatever their hours might be, I say 9 to 5, but that's not fucking what it is now, because it could be 5 to 2 a.m. or fucking or whatever the fuck it is, right? So, you know, whatever you're doing, take your fucking money and invest it. Whether it's investing in yourself and your learning and your fucking, and not college, some courses you can just take and you can upgrade your skills and you can make more money, and then you take that money and invest it so you have enough money to actually live off of and not fucking work.
Yeah, we're gonna learn we're gonna learn stocks this week because I've never invested. This week we're gonna.
If you can teach me.
Yeah.
Crypto's bottoming out too.
Yeah. No crypto.
Bottoming out.
Stocks.
No. But like crypto's okay. Certain things, if you invest into infrastructure, like quant and certain things like that, it's like buying stocks and that shit. That shit's gonna go up because quant and all these things are networking markets, and with the NFTs, concert tickets are going to be NFTs. Yeah. Your house deed is going to be an NFT. The market crashed because it was a bunch of bullshit. Right? It was people, I'm going to put up this picture of a fucking rabbit with a fucking bong and you know, and that's going to $1 million next week. And then it crashes to 0 or 0.00002. That already happened. You know, so they're at the bottom right now. So there's only room to go up. So, you know, if you want to invest in the stock market, good. Invest in certain things that are going to go up, but I'm putting money into quant, because quant is like the networking that fucking connects all these cryptos together. It's not an actual crypto. No, and learning how to invest is fucking good. You know what I mean? And learning how to scale business is another fucking thing, another skill that if you can invest into learning how to scale your business, whatever you do that's a hobby can be turned into a business, can be scaled to fucking make money for thousands of people, not even just yourself.
Shit, I saw a video today of some girl that was like she's like quit her job because she can make enough money on social media because she's fucking tall.
It takes in the garage. So, okay. So, I would like to thank everybody that's watched tonight. I want you to tell all your friends, like and subscribe. And as I said, if we come to 100 subscribers, I'm going to start giving out freebies. I want to thank Sunny for being here. And this is Chris, the producer. I'm your party host, Korey. And thank you. Hail Satan! I actually said Hail Satan, and the whole neighborhood went out the second I did it. It's on its own.
God, are you kidding me?